All right. So chapter 3 is basically going to go over how to make multiple layers and how they're useful. And from now on, I'm going to require you to have multiple layers for all designs. That way, you can separate. Also, you're going to be required to have measurements, um, cross sections, and of course the regular design. So all of these will be in different layers. Okay. All right. So does everyone have anyone ready to or not ready? Okay. I'm assuming you're all ready. All right. So open. It's just ACAD template, the usual. I think it was DWT, right? Let me see. Yeah. AutoCAD DWT. So once you're at this screen, what I want you to do is go to Layer Properties right here. Okay. So we're gonna see the little icons, add new layer. So we're gonna add a few layers. Let's add the first one and call this layer main cross section. Enter. And then choose a color. So right here, I'm gonna choose for the main cross section. Let's see, what's a good color? Blue, I guess. Okay. And then the line type, I want you to choose. Hit load. Choose hidden line. So scroll down till you find hidden. This guy right here. Looks like this. And then just hit OK. After you select hidden, of course.
Okay, which one was it?
So you click on the line type,
Oh, okay.
choose a hidden line. So just hit load and go find it, and then it'll appear on the list. Once it's on the list, select it and press OK. All right. Okay. So now I'll make another layer by clicking the icon. This one we'll call, let's see here. Let's call it the regular cross section. So second cross section. On this one, we will use a red line. And for this cross section, I want you to load the center line. Where is it? Here it is, center. So just choose the center and hit OK. So now it'll say center, hidden, continuous. You should have a main cross section, cross section. Layer 0 will be where we make the actual design, so I'll just leave that there. The last one, we're going to make measurements. This is the important one. I want it to be green, just so we all have the same thing, but you can change it later if you want. For this guy, we will leave it as a continuous. So select continuous. And then the line type, oops, let me go back. Continuous. Yeah, that's fine. It's center and then green. Okay. So now we have all these layers. So you can lock them. That way you know you can't mess them up when you're not working in that layer. So basically we can just only work on this main layer, lock it, and then go to the next layer. That way we won't mess anything up.
Herbert, but how can we add the layer?
Click this icon right here. See it?
Okay.
All right. So me on the chat box type. For those of you that came in a little late, click layer properties, then add layer. you'll do this 3 times. So first you'll do main cross section, blue color, hidden line, regular cross section, red line, center, so red, using red color, center line. And then measurements was the last layer. Green color, continuous. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. So now up here in your layer properties, we can select any layer we want to work in. Okay. You can also add these layers later after you've made the first part or started drawing your shapes, but what I recommend eventually is to just create a template, which we'll go over, I think, where was it? Yeah, I think that's the next chapter. So the next chapter, we're gonna make these sections and then save them. That way, whenever you start a new template or a new drawing, all this stuff is already there. You don't have to keep doing this. Okay. But you can always add more layers anytime you want. So who cares? So these are all locked. I'm going to go on the 0 layer. So let's start actually drawing stuff. So what I want you to do is just click the rectangle shape. Choose the first point to be hashtag 3,2. So, and let's use the dimension. See down here it says dimension, area or whatever. So I'll use dimension and make it a 6 by 6 rectangle. So now it just wants to know how am I going to place it. Notice how it kind of rotates around that one corner. That's the 3,2, I believe. Okay, let me zoom in better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, hold on. See if it lets me do it this way. So let me show you real quick, Brianna, how to add a layer. So what we do is go to layer properties, click this icon up here, and then you're gonna make your layer. So you would make the main whatever. That's what we did earlier. And once you do that, you choose the color, and then you choose the line type. So what I sent was the types of lines I want. Okay. All right. So no, and there's no rush here. We got a ton of time. You guys comfortable with the layer stuff? Were you able to make them? Did you guys get tripped up on that?
Yeah, I'm a little behind because since I'm working on a Mac, my settings are a little different.
I get it, man. Get you. Yeah, we can wait up. Do you have any questions, or are you just trying to finish the layers real quick?
Yeah, can you show me what the layer? Because it's like one that's hidden, and one was center, and one was continuous. I don't know which one was which.
Yeah, so you're gonna make 3 extra layers. So if there's a total of 4 layers: the original layer, and then the cross section layer, main cross section, and measurements.
So I have like center, and then it's center, and then parentheses 0.5 center, and then 2 times.
Yeah, so for center, use this one right here for the cross section, and then hidden line for the main cross section. And then measurements just shows continuous like the original. So you have to click load and find those these types.
Thank you. What okay. It doesn't show like the little lock on mine or not. So I don't really know how to lock mine.
Maybe does it show on the drop down, perhaps?
Like it has a lock, but it doesn't tell me when they're locked or unlocked.
If you click the lock, does it change?
No.
Like, you can see how this one opens and closes.
Yeah.
What about in here? Do you have this drop down where you can lock and unlock here?
Well, yeah, like on the Mac, it has like layered properties all on one side already,
Hmm.
but I am not seeing like.
Does it have the light bulb at least?
No, I don't. I don't have a light. It just has like a little circle.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
So how can we save it, the layers?
I'm sorry.
How can we save the layers after we do it?
Oh, we'll go over that in a bit.
Unable to modify layers while another command is active. Oh, okay.
Here, you want to share your screens? Maybe we can find it.
Well, I see it now, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
just it's saying that I have another command open, and I'm not sure what command I'm in.
Just escape. Yeah, I will, Moise. Okay. So, anybody have any questions on making the layers?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Can
Save it.
you show the layers again? What lines it was?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, thank you.
So click layer properties, and you should see. Crap, mine changed for some reason. Must have messed it up. So the cross section. Let's see, what was the note I said? For the main cross section, use hidden. So this one's good. But for the other one, I want you to use center line. So I'll use center. So center for cross, main cross, hidden. The other two are continuous.
So why does continuous? Green is continuous. Red is centered. Blue is hidden. That's what shows.
And then to save it, sir?
Would automatically save if we just exit out of it, or is there something else we have to do? Like off out of the little, like when you select layer properties.
You're muted.
Oops, sorry about that. I didn't realize it. So you guys are good on the layers?
just to how to save it.
Yeah, well, sorry, I guess I didn't answer you. Yeah, we're gonna do that in chapter 4, so I'm gonna hold off on the saving part because we're gonna do multiple things at once. So we're gonna make layers again, and then we're gonna add extra steps, and then we're gonna save it all at once. So let's wait on that one.
So we just close the layers.
Yeah, just close that and it'll stay. You don't have to worry about that. Once you make them, they're there.
Okay.
And once you do that, I want you to lock the original and unlock the main cross section and select it. So we're going to be working in this one, which means our lines will be blue and I won't be messing with the box. Okay. So now go to annotate. You guys are all okay at this point before I start, or do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. Which one did you want us to lock again and unlock?
Lock all of them except unlock the main cross section.
Okay.
Also, what was I guess the theme for the square that you have on right now?
All right, so to make this square, click on the rectangle
Mm-hmm.
and then choose the point 3,2 and then click dim. So you may make it again. Let me switch back to this layer. Unlock the rest. Okay. So here, I'm just gonna make it real quick. I'm gonna pick this point. I picked a random point. So down here you can click dimension. And then you can just say I want it to be a 6 by 6 by hitting 6 twice. And then I can choose where I want it. That's what I want you to do, but I want you to use the 0.32.
Oh, and instead of doing that dimension, I think it popped up like on the side, like I guess measurements. So I just hit like 6 and then tab over and 6, and it created. Does that do the same thing or?
Yeah, that's fine. You can also type DIM and get there. Either way, there's many ways to use the functions. As long as you made your box 6 by 6, we're good.
Okay.
Why am I red? No.
No, you gotta pay attention what
Oh, shoot.
what layer you're in when you're drawing. Be careful. If you don't want to mess something up, make sure you lock it before you go to a different layer.
So I'm not getting the dimension. I'm getting my rectangle up. I'm getting my point 3,2.
Okay, and then click the DIM on the bottom, or you can type. I think D would also work. Let's see. Let's try it. I'm clicking a random point, and I'll choose D 6 by 6. So you can just hit D enter if you don't see it on the bottom, the command line.
Okay.
And then type in 6 by 6.
Are there shortcut commands like control this, control that for this program?
I mean, there's many shortcuts, but you can also type like the first letter of the command, and then it should get you there. So, like I said earlier, you can hit D, enter when you have the rectangle command open. If you already selected a point, you can just type D. But yeah, there are many shortcuts technically, and multiple ways to execute a command. Everybody got their rectangle and the 4 layers?
Yes, sir.
All right. So lock this layer because we're not going to work on it right this second. Unlock the main cross section. So usually a good practice is to have, once you have your shape, is to have a main cross section go through the whole thing. That way you have points of references for the center, etc. So click annotate up here. and then click center line. So now it's going to create a center line for the shape. So click the upper and bottom lines. And it'll create a center line for this guy. Notice how it's a dashed line. That's my hidden line, right? Do again, center line. Type the right and left pieces of the box. And now we have a main cross section in the layer, in that blue layer. So then lock it and go back to layer 0 and unlock it.
Oh, do you Mac users see annotate?
No, I'm looking for that also.
Might be a command. I hate that they have the menus in different places.
Yeah, so do I, and I can't figure out how to.
There's
do
got to
the
be a way to do a default menu system, because I know you can like customize how this looks. There might be any. Well, I'll have to look into it so that doesn't slow you down anymore. I'm trying to think.
Could I share my screen with you and
Sure.
see if you could possibly see?
Yeah, let's try to find it.
That way, the rest of us can just put an end to this.
Okay, so I see draw, insert format. Okay, try modify.
Modify.
I see annotative object scale, maybe. Add current scale.
Is that it right there on the right where it says the properties annotation?
Where?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like the sixth one from the top. Yeah, right there. Is that it? Or
Try it. 1, 1. Let me see. Hold on. Let me grab the book.
Can I give you control?
I don't. That would be nice, but I don't know. Never tried that
Be able
before.
to click on the things on the right hand portion of the screen, like the color layer, annotation.
Good grief.
Okay. There's got to be a way to turn on the annotate tab.
Is the one on the right hand part of the screen? Do those open
Do these open here?
on the right?
Like these all sub menus.
If you click where it says all, it comes up with another like screen right there. Click it, all. It should come up with another one that says annotation, and then it says like text style, dimension style, detail view.
Yeah,
Okay.
here we have
Yeah,
a bunch
yeah,
of stuff. Annotate dimensions.
Nope.
All right, hold up. I'm gonna keep reading. Hold on.
Annotative.
I think it's under dimension. Did you check that spot?
under dimension.
Yeah, I think that was my next. Like when the menu up top and it said dimension.
Dimension.
Is there any annotation there?
Nope.
So we have multi-liter tolerance.
If you click on the icon over under dimensions on the left-hand toolbar, there's one that's like a cross. It's on the top level from second from the right. That
Okay.
kind of looks like the one that's on PC.
Say that again. Where?
So on the left hand, where it says dimension on the toolbar, there's a cross. There's like a cross one.
Oh yeah.
I'm not seeing it. Okay. Oh, okay. This one here.
One to the right. Up one and left one.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of those things in a minute. Is cross section in there as well, though?
Center mark, dimension layer. This is annoying.
Dimension. Annotate. Where the fuck are you?
What happens if you click on the plus on the corner, the left bottom corner? Can you add annotations there maybe? Look for annotation. Or look for center lines.
LE. Type LE in the command line.
Oh, command line.
Does that do anything? Where is it? The Q leader. Click that guy. Anything turn on? No, it's not what I want. Never
I
mind.
think I think that you can get the center lines from that little panel on the where it says new panel. Just look for center lines because that's one of the options on the annotation section. Center line, there you go. That's it.
So you gotta make your own little menu, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you could customize it. When you right click that area, is there a possibility where you can add extra menus like this?
Area here.
Yeah, like is there an option there that you can add whatever you want? 'Cause you have
No, that's where I click.
that plus.
This plus, yeah, I can add.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, that's what I was using right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, put center line and what's the other one called? Let me see. The other guy is center mark.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'm only seeing one.
You have to click add. Go back again. Click when you add. It says down there add. Select it. Center mark. You have to click add to drop down. Maybe. No, something popped up over there. Looks different. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you got it.
All right.
So yeah, I guess if you're missing stuff, we'll have to add it and find it. Make your own custom panel, I suppose.
Sorry
Alright.
about
No, it's fine. I mean, we gotta figure it out. No big deal.
So I was
Hey,
able to do the center lines, but it's not colored for me.
Did you have it in the? You gotta go to that specific layer and then make the center lines.
Um,
And when
Mm.
does that layer have a color?
yeah.
So let's go back here. So you went to the main cross section and you had blue, right?
Hold on real quick here. Yeah, I have the here. Let me share my screen here real quick. Here. Hold on.
Okay.
So yeah, so I have the main cross section selected right here,
Hmm.
and then I did these, and then you said center line, right?
Right.
And you said select this and that, and I guess that's what happens right there.
Made it gray. Go to your layer properties.
I think he's still on his first layer.
Yeah, you just
Oh, you
switch.
think so?
Yeah,
Tell
go
me.
click comb. And you see you're still on 0 layers.
Even if I have a
There you go.
okay.
But you probably need to go delete that first. But it's locked. Unlock it and then
You
delete.
can-
There you go. This lock will protect your designs or notations. All right. Now you should be good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there any way that you can,
Mhm.
I guess, like hide your layer so you know that if you're in the wrong layer or not? Like, is there?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's get to that too. So, right here, the light bulb hides them for you. So if I don't want to see the cross section, you can turn that layer off.
Oh, okay.
Or if I don't want to
Gotcha.
see or if I don't want to see the design, I can turn that off too, or turn them all off, whatever. Okay. Anybody have any other questions before the next step? Excuse me. Before we start the next step.
Yeah, actually, for the other guy who had the Mac, where it
Mhm.
does says dimensions,
Mhm.
and it said center line, if you just like click on it and hold it, it'll pop up with both center mark and center line. So we kind of already had it. You just
Oh,
had to
okay.
hold down on it. Yeah.
I see. So it was inside the dimension
Yeah.
area.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Good to know.
Thanks.
Guess I'll be learning Mac and PC this semester. All right, so let's make some circles. So click the circle, just censor it here in the corner. I'm going to put the snap on. So in each box, make a circle of radius, let's say 1, between the cross sections. Use your snap to guide you to the center here. Didn't say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those are all, that should all be on layer 0, these designs here. When you're finished, lock it. And
How
go
big are the circles again?
There's radius 1. Make sure I use radius. Yeah, radius 1.
I don't think mine is snap into the center of the lines, and I think I have the snap tool on.
It's not snapping at all, or
Wait, hold on, let me check something real quick.
no, you can just eyeball it. We're not. I didn't
Yeah.
really use anything.
Oh, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. So
Yeah,
when you're
what-
ready,
what-
uh-huh.
What's the radius of the circle again?
1.
Thanks.
Okay. You guys cool up to this point?
Almost cool.
All right. No rush, man.
Or making like a Lego or something.
Yes, so. All right. When you're ready, click cross section and unlock it. And I want you to add under annotate or wherever the heck you have it, click center mark and choose all the circles. That's what we're going to do. Center mark, choose my circle, create my little crosshairs. Unlock it and go to measurements and unlock that.
Do you always have to go back to the home to change the layers?
Yeah, unless you put this tab on the side somewhere, you can access it whenever you want. Like you could technically pull this out, but I don't want to mess with that right now.
Okay.
But you can. You can customize it to look like a Mac if you want.
Sir, I'm not getting the color.
Sorry, somebody had a question?
I don't have the color red on my.
All right, let's see. So
You might be on the wrong layer.
yeah, you gotta change layers first before you do that.
Mm,
So click layer properties and make sure your colors are good. And if they are, you just need to switch to that layer and then start making the cross sections or the center marks. All right. You guys still with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's start measuring things. So go to the measurement, unlock it, and click dimensions here. So this will measure all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to turn off my snap for now. All right, so I'm going to click this guy. So this dimension is 6, right? Which we already knew because it was a 6x6 box. So I want you to make a notation for all the measurements of this design here. Pull onto the front. It's just for practice, right? So I know that the length, width, etc. are all 6. Maybe we don't need need it on both sides, but who cares? All right, now click dimensions and measure the circles themselves. So the circle, oh, stupid snap, turn that thing off, is a diameter of 2, right? So see that symbol, line through it? That's the symbol for diameter, 2, 2. Usually in the book, they only have like one circle labeled, but that's cool. So now at this point, go ahead and lock it, and you can see how. Let me switch layers first. Go into the original layer and locking the rest. Okay. So here you can see how you can toggle, like, oh, you know what, those measurements are annoying me, turn it off. Right, or I don't want to see the cross sections right now, turn those off. Same thing with the main one. And if I'm working in the 0 layer, well, no matter what I do, I can never mess this up because these are all locked, right? So you don't have to worry about this anymore. That's the beauty about layers, so you can do things and not worry about messing up your design, whatever it is. Does that make sense? Oops, let's mess that up. Crap, there we go.
Quick question, just for me, how did you measure the circles again?
Just click, click, same way we did the box. You click the dimension, then you select the circle.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
If your snap's on, it might be hard to grab it, so turn it off if it's bothering you.
Okay.
All right, let me actually.
How come when I click dimension, it's asking me for a 2 point?
It's asking what?
Like, it's not letting me just drag it out to 6 like yours is. It's like asking me for like 2 points.
Let's see here. So when you click dimension,
Mm-hmm.
you try to click the line itself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do, what is right here? It doesn't let you.
I mean, well, I already kind of stated because I tried. Yeah, I'm honestly probably gonna have to do it over because I don't know how to act what I did.
Do you want to show me or?
Yeah, I can give me 1 second. So I tried, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see. So it got stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's hit escape and try doing the right side. See if we can do that one. So click dimension, click that guy, and then drag it out.
See how it's asking me for 2 points though? Like, how do I?
Just click again. Should be good.
Oh.
So you could tell at a specific point. That's what I was asking for. A coordinate that you want, or you can choose it with your mouse if you don't really care. So it depends how specific you want it. That's why you have the option to enter a coordinate. You guys have any other questions before I assign your homework? Oh, sorry, I was muted. My bad. You guys can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I went ahead and removed all the layers. And work on the original layer, layer 0. I'm going to show you how to do the chamfers on this object since it's already a square. Should be fine, or fillet rather. So just click, find the fillet option, wherever it may be. It should be under modify somewhere or near there. When you click fillet, it's going to ask for the first object. So I'm going to click here. But instead of clicking on another object, I'm going to go ahead and click R for radius. Type R rather. I'm going to use a 0.5. And then I'm going to click over here. So it curved that corner. All right, I did a fillet of radius 0.5. Then you hit spacebar and redo it over here. Spacebar, redo command, last command, spacebar. So now I have getting closer and closer to a Lego. Maybe. So on your homework, I'm going to want you to do the same deal. Where's that thing? Here. See how they curved it? So we need to figure out what is that curve. Where's the design at? Oh, here it is. Mine's upside down. Biscuits. Rotate. Okay. So here it is. It says it's 1.5. So when you do the fillet, you'll make sure to do a radius of 1.5 here. Okay. But it has all the measurements and the fillets and etc. So what I want you to do is have one layer, have an extra layer for this design. So this is like the side view, and this is the top view for the packing flange. The top view isn't a big deal as long as you can get those fillets and drill holes. But as a first step, what I recommend is to draw a rectangle of this size, right? So it'd be 5 3/4. And let's see what the height length is here. Here I think it's 8 3/8 this way. So make a rectangle of that size, that dimension. Just make sure you have all the requirements that they have here. This will help you follow the directions. You guys have any questions on before you start?
Can you do that again?
Yeah.
The fillet.
Let me
Please.
undo this. Okay. So let's do the fillet or fillet, whatever. I don't even know how you're supposed to say this, but who cares? Click this here. Select your object. So I want to start here and then type R and it'll select radius as your command. So now it's saying, all right, well, how big of a curve do you want, right? How much radius? So put whatever you want. I put 0.5 earlier. I'm going to try 1 this time, see what that looks like. Then I'm going to click this side. So now I went in as a radius of 1 here. Hit spacebar, and you can just redo that without having to go through the radius and all that stuff. So spacebar and just click around the edges.
Okay.
You get it?
Yep. Then when you said for the homework, the side view, are we gonna do it as if it was a 3D object, or like just next to the other object?
Yeah, just do it next to it in a different layer.
Okay.
That way we can turn off front view, top view, whatever.
Okay.
I have a question for to get the measurements as fractions. How do we do that?
Let me show you. So it says to use change the units, right?
Yes.
So units, enter, click fractional here.
No,
And then-
okay.
And I don't know what precision they said. Let me check. And say so. Once you'll leave it at that 1/16. If you need to change it, just come back in here.
I don't understand. I'm not getting it for some reason. Like I'm hitting the full line button, selecting it. It says select second object or shift select to apply corner. So I hit the down arrow and it lets me enter one. And then once I hit enter, it says select second object.
Yes.
But then it highlights the entire square.
Yeah, just make sure you select on the other side. So if I were to do it right, you said you select the first side,
Mhm,
and then you did the radius, right? 1.
mhm.
So then just select over here. It's
Yeah,
okay.
but it doesn't rotate, like it doesn't go away from me. Like, can I show you?
Yeah, please.
So I hit this, this, select.
Right.
Now I hit one.
We gotta hit radius first.
Oh.
So hit type R or click the radius on the bottom in the command line, either way.
Okay.
So redo that, or I don't know if that should do it now. Yeah, 1. There you go.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You guys have any other questions on this example? All right, I'm gonna